Another crypto lender is getting a run on their exchange. Boom, another exchange is now laying everyone off, and Sam Bankman-Fried again. These articles and Miss Universe next on OG Crypto and NFTs. Welcome everybody. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in digital assets and non-fungible tokens. Yes, that's NFTs. Now, before we jump into this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Boom, boom, boom. I really appreciate it. Helps the channel out. We're growing slowly but surely. Also, check us out on our other different platforms on Instagram, TikTok, as well as Twitter. We have been buying some of those smaller artists, NFTs on there, and getting into that whole world. It's really exciting. All right, let's jump right into it. Nexo hit by a flood of withdrawals following an office raid. This was in Bulgaria over money laundering investigation. Guys, I can't say it enough. You keep hearing it from almost every influencer saying it. The only thing they're saying that's good, get your money off of these exchanges. Get it into a cold wallet or a hot wallet. This is not financial advice. This is just good, solid advice. FTX. How much money did you lose on FTX, people? Come on. Celsius, Voyager, Three Arrows Capital, BlockFi. How many times do you got to keep losing and they keep having money on exchanges? Do not listen to anybody there. Everyone's going to tell you, oh, we're fine, we're fine. Genesis is having all kinds of problems. Digital currency group, they're all in fights. They keep saying, oh, we're going to keep putting off. You're putting off the inevitable. You're continually getting investigated. Why? Because you did bad dealings. You took people's money and then you reinvested it into bad investments. We just saw, I want to reiterate this. I don't care if there's no one watching, there's a million people watching. I can't reiterate this. Last week, Celsius, the judge, said that every depositor's dollars on the exchange was Celsius's money to lose. Okay? It wasn't the depositor's money, it was Celsius's money. And that was devastating, absolutely devastating. Because Celsius wants to still stay in business. It's ridiculous. They just want to keep burning through other people's money. They wanted to give a bunch of their employees bonuses. Are you kidding me? For Christmas? Jesus. They're just trying to use your money. Okay? Get your money off exchanges. Gemini, anyone who has money on Gemini, and they went to the Gemini Lend program, which, first of all, Gary Gensler, you suck. You told Coinbase you couldn't do Coinbase Lend, but you let Gemini do Gemini Lend, and they turned around and they let Genesis have the money for the yield, and now they can't get their money back because Genesis won't withdraw. Nexo will be next. Get your money off. If you don't know how to put it in a cold wallet, convert it to cash. Do something. Don't just sit there and get smacked upside the head because you're a moron. Because they're continually having problems. Businesses, you get raided and businesses as usual. You get people flooding off there and businesses as usual. Guys, I can't keep telling you this. Take your money off. Next. Crypto brokerage, blockchain.com lays off 28% of workforce. Now, 110 people, we keep seeing this over and over. Coinbase, Robinhood, it just one cracking, one after the next. Crypto.com keeps laying people off. Guys, if anyone's out there and they're salivating, say, oh, crypto's going up today. I'm gonna be, the bear market's over. I get it. I understand. Bitcoin is exploding right now. It's gone up. It's almost 19,000, if not surpassed it. Wake up. The world has a problem. I don't care if CPI is 6.5%. It's been rigged for years. For years, they've changed the formula because they want to make it look less than it is. Anybody out there that realizes that the credit card debt in the United States is at all-time highs, and we continue to hear about hundreds of thousands of people being laid off every single month. Just this month alone, Amazon, 18,000 gone. 18,000. What was it? Bed Bath & Beyond? They're going bankrupt, guys. They laid off what? 30%, 40% of their workforce? Tens of thousands of people. Come on. This is happening. Get your money off of these exchanges. They're all going down. Sam Bankman-Fried. Hey, let's make a deal, Sammy. What did you say? Well, I get people's money back because I hit it, or I know what rock it's under, or what property we bought, and I just got $5 billion that I tried to hide. Me, Caroline, and Gary Wang, and who's that? Friedberg. We all tried to hide it because we wanted to think that we bought our way out of our paper bag with all the Democrats that we gave money to. Well, now you realize the seriousness of the situation. You're not playing, whatever video game you're playing in your basement. Shit's hitting the fan. And now you want to use that as, oh, well, I found $5 billion. Yeah, it was in the cushion of my couch. Then I should get off. Let's go read this. Sam Bankman-Fried denies stealing FTX funds. A new online post. Former FTX CEO blamed the exchange collapse on crypto meltdown. Alameda's poor hedging. Who owned Alameda? 90% of you, Sammy. And target attack by Binance. Binance he was tired of your BS, bro. Everybody was tired of your BS. You were buying your way to be the only exchange in the United States to be able to control crypto. And he was tired of it. He helped you out at the beginning. You slapped him across his face, and he dropped the hammer on your head. Next. All right, let's bring in the lovely producer, Emi. How you doing, Emi?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. So we're going from feet pics to Miss Universe.
Yeah, we swing pretty fast here in Web3.
Well, I hope we're not swinging at all.
If you haven't paid attention,
yes.
It's from one extreme to another real quick.
Right.
So this is really interesting. A Miss Universe contestant who was representing El Salvador came in with a Bitcoin-inspired costume.
That is, I don't know what to say.
I don't love it.
I mean, are those peanuts?
It's probably something specific to El Salvador, but I think this is really interesting.
Let's just use the word interesting as a positive word.
This look represents El Salvador's history of currency. Okay, there we go. For a long time, cocoa, so those are cocoa pods, was used in the colon? I don't know what that word's supposed to be. Until it was replaced by the US dollar. And in 2021, El Salvador became the first country to use Bitcoin as legal tender. You don't need a sash to walk around dressed as cash.
I applauded El Salvador when they did this, right? A year ago. Mm-hmm. I applauded them. Actually, it's been over a year and a half. I said it was gutsy, that the US dollar was a mess. But again, the problem is that they bought way too high, and they've gotten crushed ever since. And now it's kind of that whole, like, everyone's laughing at El Salvador. The IMF is unhappy with El Salvador because they doubled down, by the way. El Salvador went ahead and did a Bitcoin ETF.
Oh, wow.
Right? So they're continuing with Bitcoin, and it's so volatile. Most of their citizens aren't even using it. It just doesn't make any sense. So they're going to a pageant, and they're flouting it there as well.
So you know what else is gutsy?
What's gutsy?
This look.
That is. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, Emi. Mm-hmm. You're going to Miss Universe, but you have to wear that. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So you're thinking about it.
All right.
Yeah. You'll take the publicity because I'm not going to look at.
Just pretend there's no cocoa pods, okay?
It's a frisbee. She's wearing a frisbee.
It's better if there's
a golden frisbee.
Just see, with just the Bitcoin and the diamonds, it could work.
Yeah.
All right.
Next. Well, let's go to Trump.
Can you read that for them?
Yes, Trump digital trading cards, projects, mints for NFTs, winners of prizes. So when they minted these 45,000, they gave away specific prizes that were connected to President Trump, former President Trump. And with that being said, it looks like now some of these can actually be, they're issued and now they can be
minted.
Well, they're already minted, utilized now.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I wish I got some of these. I mean, this is way down from what they were. But look at this: a gala dinner tickets, 15 ETH, a meet and greet with him. So you're shaking his hand for 21.5 ETH. That's about 35,000 bucks, guys, to say hi and shake his hand. The gala dinner ticket. So, but with probably at the president's table is worth $75,000. But if you want a one-on-one meeting with them, $350,000 minted NFT. And these are today's prices. When this first went out, this was over 300 to 400 ETH. Guys, think about that. There is fanatical Trump fans out there. The opportunity, I actually minted 2 of these. I sold them pretty quickly for profit. But I mean, if I would have got one of these, holy crap! I mean, that's like, they cost $100, and you're selling them for $350.
Crazy.
350,000. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. And this.
I'm not really familiar with Tribeca Film Festival to sell VIP passes, but you are.
Okay, so Tribeca Film Festival is very, very, very famous. A lot of Hollywood's elites always go to see new movies that they're going to be screening. It's a film festival, right? But what's interesting about this is they're going to be offering VIP passes as NFT. So it's kind of crazy how Web3 is kind of trickling its way into really high luxury, really entertainment industry based events. I think this is absolutely fascinating, and this is the way of the future. It's only going to go like this moving forward as we see. So this kind of blows my mind, honestly, but
some of us are more worldly than others. So when you keep coming up with these things, I would have just passed this by. I had no clue what this is. But a lot of these prestigious festivals that you're very aware of, it's even shocking you to see that they're all getting on board with this. And this is 2023. Think about the end of the year where the adoption continues to go, where they not only use it for VIP passes, they start using it for other things, like maybe meet and greet with the artist, right?
Yeah, so it looks like you would get exclusive entrance to film screenings and invitations to special events with festival co-founders Jane Rosenthal and Robert De Niro. Freaking cool. The NFT will cost $899 and can be purchased with a credit card on the Tribeca website. So it says more seasoned NFT collectors can also acquire passes using ETH via the OKX NFT.
Never heard of
So this is the festival is in Lower Manhattan, and it's going to be in June from the 7th to the.
Wow. Well, guys, I mean, we'll just keep seeing this happen. I mean, sooner or later, the festival that's in the low desert is going to have the same exact thing. The Coachella.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the same thing.
I think Coachella, that's low-hanging fruit for this style of NFT pass. What we're actually going to see is something like the Met Gala, where people are constantly dying to get an invitation. It's very hard to get into that event. I think we're going to see really high luxury and elite events like this, where you have to have a specific NFT to get in, because there's no like getting on a short list with that. You know what I mean? So yes, I think major major festivals, music festivals such as Coachella, they'll definitely be using NFT tickets, but that'll be, to me, the same thing as like using an NFT to get into a baseball game, soccer game, basketball game, NFL game, something like that. Whereas like I think these really high-end festivals, they almost needed this type of utility more than any other event, in my opinion, just because people are constantly trying to find ways into that. So I see NFTs as being a very perfect way to authenticate if you are supposed to be there or not.
And this brings up a bigger question that you just came up with. So these VIP passes are typically traded at a brokerage, meaning if I wanted to go on StubHub, or higher end brokerages would sell these if they got a hold of them.
No, a lot of this is invite only.
Okay, well, but you're buying these NFTs.
This is a little different.
So anything anything that you can purchase can be traded.
Yes, correct.
Right?
Yeah.
What I absolutely like about this, and you did mention the sporting events and concerts and stuff like that. If you can mint on a exchange, then you can trade on the exchange, and you're cutting the broker out.
Yeah, that's a
You're
good
not
point.
paying broker fees. You're not paying StubHub or Ticketmaster.
Yeah, that Ticketmaster snafu that happened.
Right. Well, that wasn't a snafu. That was all planned. For me, it was all planned. There's no way that you've been doing this for 50 years and then you oopsie doopsies.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't make any sense. This just comes to light that these entertainers, if you can go on the blockchain, you know, it just like we saw on, we're probably going to report this tomorrow on the Instagram NFTs that sold out in seconds. Okay, if you had a website and everyone had to go to the same website, well, then it's who's ever there first. It's a little more fair than Ticketmaster. When a guy gets in, he just starts printing tickets off, then he opens his window up and then he goes, okay, come on in. You've already printed what you wanted and you're selling it to scalpers, you know, versus if you could do this, that means I can turn around just like an NFT and trade it. And it's just going to cost me whatever the exchange rate is usually 2.5% or 1%, or it's a flat fee. And this is what I like about this is it's just going to get, it's going to, you know, once you put it up for sale and you sell it, okay, there isn't going back. For an example, on StubHub, I go and say, oh, those two tickets right there, I want to buy them, click, I hit the buy. And then the seller then has to contact me to transfer the tickets. And the brokerage in between, what they do is they collect the money and then they hold the money. When the seller transfers to me, they turn around and they release a portion to the seller and take a huge amount of money cut. This way, the ticket's already sitting on the exchange, right? Yeah. And then I simply buy it with ETH or with Polygon or whatever, right? Whatever coin is, and it's transferred me immediately. Immediately, it's transferred, and it's not this whole step trust platform. This is, I mean, you can see all the positives here.
I think when I first started here, and you said something along the lines of everything's going to be an NFT, I understood that it made sense and that the utility was there, but I feel like every day reporting on these headlines, we see how quickly it's actually come.
Yeah. Right. It is. And like I said, when you first started too, everything's going to be tokenized. Yeah. Every single thing is going to be tokenized, and it's now being reiterated by the World Economic Forum, BlackRock, anyone that's not fighting crypto because they want to, they're accumulating it, so they tell everyone don't buy it, but they're actually buying it. Those are the ones that are talking about it. So, well, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate it. We will see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Talk to you later.